Hello guys, welcome back to another interesting video of MT Vlogs. So in this video, I'll talk about what are the factors to consider while choosing a country for Masters or MBA. So guys, this is going to be a very important video because even if you search whole YouTube, you won't be able to get this kind of a content. So I want everyone to give you attention and watch this video. So before I start, I would love to give you a couple of facts about students moving to abroad. So fact number one. So what are the total number of students who go to abroad? So if you take a data, you can see here, the total number of students who has gone to abroad is around 7.65 lakhs as per the data of 2023. So fact number two, why do Indians prefer to study in foreign countries? So India is second to China when it comes to student pursuing international courses. Apart from exciting research opportunities, most countries provide a stay-back option on visas to foreign students for a job search. The most important factor is exposure to multiculturalism. And apart from that, the first one is attractive salary packages. Second, high quality education. Third, pursue niche courses. And the fourth, gain international exposure. So I have taken a data, you can see on the screen. I've taken 5 countries: India, New Zealand, Canada, UK and USA. So you can see USA having highest salary average package of $90 to $1 million. So followed by UK and then Canada and then New Zealand, and India is having average of 6 to 9 thousand USD as an average salary. And I've taken a couple of universities you can see on the screen, and based on the university, this was the package which has been rolled out to the students. So fact number 3. Let's understand which Indian state sent more students to abroad. I bet everyone would be interested to know and eager to know what part of India the students goes to abroad. So I have taken out few states of India. You can see on the screen. The Andhra Pradesh has 12% of the students who are going to abroad. Then comes to obviously Punjab 12%, and then comes to Maharashtra with 11%, then Gujarat 8%, followed by Tamil Nadu with 7%, and least is Karnataka, which is having 5% of students going to abroad. Fact number 4. So let's understand what are the most popular countries for an international students from India especially. So as per the data of 2021, 1.09 millions of Indian students were studying in 85 countries. And majority of them prefer to Anglophone nations. So let's understand the countries with number of Indian students, and these countries are favorite for a lot of Indian students to study as well as to do job or to do the masters or MBA. So the first country would be Canada, which is having approximately 1,98,750 students. Then comes to United States with 1,93,124 students. Then comes to Australia around 90,000. Then UK around 27,000. China with 23,000, and the last New Zealand with 13,000 students. And this data I've taken for 2021, and yeah, this is the data what you can see on the screen. And for those who are interested to understand the transition which is being done for these favorite countries, here is the result. You can see on the screen, I have taken a data from 2015 and 2016 to 2021. You can see 3 major countries. One is UK, one is Canada, one is US, and you can see the color coding as well. So if you can see, the highest the immigration or the highest number of students would like to go to the countries is at US, and you can see it stood in between 1 million to 1.5 million. And but you can see in the screen, because of the complication of visas and everything, eventually the interest for US has been drastically reduced. But if you can see the Canada, obviously a lot of Indians prefer Canada too, and you can see it has exponentially, it has skyrocketed to around 200 million, 2 million to 2.5 million. That is in the year 2019 to 2020. But there is a plunge has happened post that. And you can also see UK, it has gradually increased. And now I think most of you are aware there's a lot of rules has been coming to UK recently. So fact number 5, and this is the last fact. And this fact is about what are the most popular industries for an Indian student internationally. And you can see on the screen, I've made a part as a bifurcation into engineering and technology. And second one would be business management. Obviously, US stands on the top with 92 and 105 as a top percentage. Then followed by UK, then Canada, then comes New Zealand, then comes to India. So now let's get to the main important part of this video. Most of the Indian students are very much confused because since there are so many countries, which countries to go? And as this is just a prerequisite to do your masters, I'm not going to jump into a deep part, but I'm just going to give you a general idea. And in the coming video, I'll be explaining you which country and which country provides what kind of results, what is the ROIs and everything. For now, let's stick to some of the countries like Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, France, and Netherlands. These are the few favorite countries which Indian student would like to get into. So to get into these countries, few things what you have to keep it in your mind is one is the obviously the intake. Next is what program you would like to do. Then comes obviously important part is the fee structure, and then what is the stay back option, that is also very important. Then comes and again the work market for which you would like to go to the do the masters, and work market is very important. Please do the research of it. So the second most important point is intakes. So you guys should know there are major intake and there are minor intakes. And if you consider the major intake, it will be in the month of September of every year. And if you talk about a minor intakes, that can be a January intake, that can be a February intake. It depends on the countries to country. And the third important point is what program is really good. And this I'm giving my personal opinion. It really matters which program you'd like to pursue, what kind of career you would like to go for. But as per my understanding, this is the few programs you can see on the screen. The first thing is obviously engineering, which is very important. Every countries, most of the countries have skill set requirement for this engineering part. Then comes maths and computer science. Then the business management, which people would like to do a BBA or MBA programs and everything. Then comes to social science. Then physical and life science. And physical and life sciences is also important for few countries. Please do your research. And there is something called fine applied arts, health professions, and communication journalism, education, and intensive English. This is a few things I believe these programs are really important. But as I mentioned earlier, it really matters which country you go for. Understand the skill set of these countries, and so that you can have a good career. And as per my understanding, there are some countries which health professionals has the most requirement. That's the reason people who have done a nursing, they would like to go to that country because the market is really good and the salary package is really good compared to India. So please do your research, and this is I'm giving for my understanding, and you can do your own research, and accordingly you can take a step ahead. So for those who would like to do a research on this part, let me give you few key insights. The point number one, the first one is 78% of Indian students in the US study STEM based subject. And the second is in 2020 to 2021, one in every three Indian students studied maths or computer science or engineering in US. And the point number three is Canada approved 43,000 Indian students to study business and management in 2021, an increase from 2016 when there was only 11,000 students. And the last point we should consider is the management and business has gained 12% market share between 2016 to 2021. And this is a few things which you can compare while doing your own research. So now let's get to the fourth important point of this video. How much does it cost for an Indian student to study abroad? Yes, I know a lot of you would like to know this bifurcation and everything. Here it is, guys. So before I start, let me tell you, as per the Western Union's report, budget plays a crucial factor, and it is a decision making point for the process for an Indian student planning to study overseas, that which everyone is aware. And 47% of them prefer short duration courses like diplomas due to high international tuition fees, right? So let's get it. I've made a couple of countries list. You can see it's Canada, United States, Australia, UK, China, Germany, France, and Spain. You can see this I've bifurcated into bachelor's degree as well as master's degree. And please make a note, this is the fee structure for per year, right? So few countries like Australia has masters for 2 years, and few countries like Germany might have 1.5 years. You can see the list. Approximately Canada and United States almost have the similar fees per year. And then comes to Australia will be more expensive, guys. The reason is because, as I mentioned earlier, it's a 2-year course, so you have to double it. Then comes to Germany. I know most of the people have seen the zero. Yes, in Germany, lot of countries, if you have a good marks, the fees is going to be zero. In the coming videos, I'll be telling you how to apply for this colleges, how to get the admission done. And yes, the fees is completely zero. So it varies from zero to $26,300. And then comes to France, and then comes to Spain. This is the few the fee structure for bachelors as well as the masters. So then comes fifth important point of this video, obviously the skill set of the country. Guys, this is very, very important. Before you make a move to any of the countries, there's a website, I'll be adding it in the description. You have to check what is the work, what is the skill is required for those countries. And you might get a easy PR if at all that particular job what you're doing in that particular country is required by that government. So then comes to the sixth important point of this video, obviously what are the documents required. Guys, this is the starting phase where you need to collect every document before you apply to the countries. I would prefer you to go with the scanned copies. Do not go with the cam scanning or any other. Some countries would not accept that. You have to make sure that you have to go to the Xerox shop, and if you have a scanning machine, please do scan them and keep it with yourself. And again, I'm telling you, this is not going to be a deep discussion about the complete documents. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a prerequisite to apply for masters or MBA. So let me tell you a few documents which is mainly required. One is obviously the academic certifications, and then comes the LORs, and then comes the SOPs, and this is the three major documents which are required to apply for any kind of countries. So now let's get to the final important point of the video, that is the seventh point. So to get eligible, for example, when you are applying for a master's in a college and you submit all of the document, there is one important thing you have to make sure it's done. That is the entrance exams. Mainly, there are two kind of exams. One is the IELTS, obviously, which is valid every countries, and there are some countries which take something called a Duolingo, because some students prefer to go with the Duolingo because compared to IELTS, the cost is less. Also, it's little easy to crack, because IELTS for some people they find very, very difficult because it requires a lot of attention. It has 4 parameters. One is listening, writing, reading, and speaking. And yes, I'm going to discuss about this deep in my coming video. And just to give you one heads up, I've scored 7.5 in my IELTS, and I've done a preparation only for 15 days. So I'm going to tell you guys what are the things I've kept in mind, what are the things I've studied really well, and what are the contents I've watched, what is the course if I have bought, and everything I'll be discussing in the coming video. So in summary, when I started this YouTube video, my the primary aim was getting a transition from sales and marketing or a difficult job into an IT field. So the reason why I'm suggesting masters is because you go there, you study for 1 year, and if a company is allowing for 2 years work visa, right, you can do a work for 2 years and come back to India. Guys, when you come back to India, international exposure matters a lot. There are some MNC companies which values your degree which is being done from abroad. And for example, if you're having a 10 lakhs package here with a master's with a work experience, you can almost quadruple your salary package. I've seen my friends who are getting approximately 50 to 60 LPA who have come back to India after doing masters and getting a couple of work experience. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for most of you. If you guys have any kind of feedback or suggestion, please do reach out to me. I'm adding my LinkedIn profile as well as Instagram handle. You can always feel free to reach out to me and give me some suggestions and everything. And yes, in the coming video, I'll be discussing deeply about every country's, what are the intakes, what are the documents, how do you apply, do you really have to go with a consultancy or not, what is exactly the fee structure, and what are the things you have to study before you go there. So it's going to be a really interesting video in the coming vlog. So if you like this video, please do hit the like button and also subscribe, which might motivate me to do further videos. And yeah, I think that's it from my end. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.